So how did you overcome, like, I mean, you said you struggled with it, but how did you stay, like, in it but not let it defeat you?
I once attended a funeral years ago where the pastor talked about how if you're standing on an ocean, the waves are coming in, and about every seventh wave is a big one. And uh, grief comes in kind of like that, where there's just grief comes in, but about every seventh time, it's just almost overwhelming. But I was able to see God always had a blessing on the other side of it from the very beginning.
Mm.
The next day, something interesting happened. Again, that grief comes in, and you realize this is a new life. I'm by myself. Even though family's around, there's that grief that comes in. And sometime in the afternoon, uh, someone had given us some bedding plants, and
Mhm.
I thought, I don't want to just sit around here all day. I'm kind of a little discouraged. Just that grief is coming in. And I thought, well, I'll just get a couple of the older grandchildren. We'll go out and plant these. And I got them. We got all the stuff together. We're going out to plant them, and all eight of the grandchildren I had at the time, all of a sudden they're all there, and we're on our hands and knees digging in the dirt. The younger ones are climbing on my back, and they're just so intent on this. Here's a worm, and you got to plant, you got to dig this hole, and you got to put. And I'm just kind of telling them how to do this, and they were just all so involved in it. I thought it was just going to be the two older ones, but there's just something about that moment that, again, the blessing that comes in after grief. And I just sat back and thought, God gave me this moment, and it's a great time. Photographs. The kids are on their hands and knees, are climbing under me, on top of me, and we're just putting these plants in the ground. And I thought, yeah, God has a blessing on the other side of every
Mhm.
grief, and that was how He used that moment then. And God just helped me through that time and just remind me, with every grief, there's always a blessing that's going to come.
Alright.